Hello and welcome to the C-Suite of the Open video series with TMX Group. My name is Omar Kafagi. I'm a corporate access manager here at TMX. And joining me today is George Barakat. He's the CEO of Jack Nathan Medical Corp. Jack Nathan is a company that recently listed on the TSX Venture. Congratulations, George, and thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Omar. Thank you for having me. We really appreciate everything that TMX has done to date. We couldn't be happier with our launch. The virtual bell ringing party was something special. And my team and myself, we are just over the moon for this new adventure and the new direction our company is taking and how we're going to collectively solve some very big healthcare mandates, issues, and challenges.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, George. So let's get into it and tell me a little bit more about what Jack Nathan is trying to do.
So Jack Nathan, today, we provide turnkey opportunities to physicians in a high traffic retail environment in Walmart. We partner with Walmart and develop state-of-the-art medical centers within their stores. We further align the patients and the physicians with the store and create a one-stop shop experience for patients and customers. And really the objective is to try and get the patient and the customer, who are really busy these days, to do more with less time. We believe that Jack Nathan Health provides the most consistent quality healthcare experience in Canada, Mexico, and moving globally quite rapidly now. We've built this incredible model in Canada and are very excited to be launching around the world.
Great. And George, on the capital markets side, when you're talking to investors, what are 3 things that you like to focus on?
Very interesting question, and I don't know how much I can share without going into too much detail. But we have a very, very aggressive launch schedule and expansion roadmap. So I would have to say, from an investment side, the first thing that we are doing and looking to accomplish is investing into talented people. Very, very important now that we're public, we have the right resources in place to match that with our growth initiative strategies forward. So recently we hired a new CTO, a Chief Technology Officer named Serge Sinelli. We hired him to build on our already groundbreaking in-store telemedicine apparatus that we probably launched 2 years ago in Cornwall and Markham locations. We wanted to test them out in 2 of our locations, get them running solidly. We moved that platform nationally and provided coast-to-coast coverage in the height of the pandemic in March. We believe that not only will Serge and other talented hires that we layer in will be intricate in how we move technology forward, but more importantly, how do we align that technology better for patients? Number 2, I would say, is our rapid expansion globally. We're on the cusp of some growth that you will see Jack Nathan Health accomplish on a global scale, not just new locations in Canada and Mexico, but we're currently lining up multiple countries that will further establish Jack Nathan Health as one of the global healthcare providers. And I think more importantly, as part of that expansion, and this will lead into number 3, is technology alignment. We're a consumer-centric society. Our objective really is to build out the circle of healthcare. That is our main objective. And what that means is that because of a company like Jack Nathan Health and how we're expanding on the global stage, we have to make sure that our technology is aligned. But our technology really, and our focus for technology, has to be patient-centric first. And what that really means is we have to put the consumer patient needs above the initiative for just building out technology for monetization. We believe that the monetization piece at the consumer level will be far more advantageous to providing the technology at no charge or a nominal fee. Really, that is the piece that is going to require probably the heaviest lifting.
Great. And on the challenges side, George, what are some of the difficulties that you've been facing, and how are you addressing those difficulties?
Well, I think I just touched on it a little bit, but just to elaborate on it, alignment in technology. What our ultimate goal is, we want technology to contribute to better patient outcomes. The key here is placing the patient first, helping families take care of loved ones, utilizing technology that help people, not just doctors or providers, which obviously is a very key piece to it, but provide the technology to patients while aligning it with the retailers. Healthcare of the future really isn't, or it shouldn't be just about what prescription needs to be recommended, or service needs to be, or other health services that need to be aligned. There's a huge component that's missing, and you'll see this a lot in the consumer-based world, where there are alternative forms of easing pain, getting healthier, changing your diet, really taking control of your healthcare. The key is, how do you catalog that? How do you monitor it? And how do you feed that information back up to your physician so that that technology and that information that you align with is usable, it's valuable. But the key here is, has to be valuable ultimately to who? The consumer, the patient.
Great. And finally, George, as we conclude the interview, I've heard great sentiments from you about the TMX and your experience, but I'm curious to know, how is listing on the TSX venture going to contribute to your success as a company?
Well, I'll tell you, the TSX has allowed us to better capitalize our initiatives to move forward rapidly. We have always been and always will be a profitable company since day one. We understand what our true strengths and values have been. We now have the opportunity to bring those patient-centric values to the world quickly. Very, very important. So, that being said, you're going to see a lot of really keen and neat stuff coming from Jack Nathan Health, not just on the footprint expansion within Walmart, footprint expansion beyond Walmart, footprint expansion globally. Wrapping our arms around that, utilizing technology to promote better patient outcomes, will allow everyone in our ecosystem, in communities, and families who take care of loved ones to truly live their best life.
Great. Well, thank you very much, George, for your time and for all of your insights today. And I personally am excited to follow the Jack Nathan story on our markets.
Well, thank you so much, Omar. Really appreciate this opportunity.